Hello everybody and welcome to the Guild Ball World Team Championship. I'm your host Jamie and I'm joined today
by Dominic Westland. They've let me back on.
We'll let him back on.
Here in sunny Belgium, where we have 150 Guild Ball players from all across the world, 50 different teams, battling out over 6 games on the tabletop today and tomorrow.
Yeah. And to kick things off, we've got Fangtooth Union. You may have seen them on the various Twitter, the Funyon, yeah. Versus the Masons. So we'll get straight into it, give you a quick rundown of what's going on. So for the Union, they have got Blackheart, or should I say...
Blacktooth.
Fangheart. I'll quickly run through the names, then we can...
And then we can be silly.
So it's Blackheart, Strongbox, Hemlock, Benediction, Gutter, and Minx.
Whereas the Masons have Corbelly, Wrecker, Mallet, Champ, Granite, and Flint. About as football-y a Masons team as you could football.
Yeah, and Union seeming very just down the middle of the road here.
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
leaning towards more fighting than not.
Yeah, and it looks like the Union are kicking into the Masons, which, I mean, the Union kickoff plan isn't great. About as good as they can make it is kicking off with Minx, which is what they seem to be doing here, just so you can get out some marked targets and some axe throws quite early on. So it's about as good as their kickoff plan's going to get, really. What about cards? What do we have for game plan?
So game plan cards. We've got Union have Keep Your Chin Up for +4. Go for the Knees for +5, Lone Striker for a 7, a juicy 7, Get Back In There for +3, and Dig Deep for +2.
Whereas Russia on the Masons have Won't Touch the Hair for +3, Hunker Down for +1, Offside Trap for +1, Grudge Match for +6, and Get Back In There for +4. So very low overall.
For the Masons, yeah. And we believe that Dan for England had the second 7.
Yep, or he may have just not had it. I'm not entirely sure.
So we didn't see the discards, but we've theory crafted this, and we believe that Dan must have had the 7, because why wouldn't you take a 7 when you've got 2 +1s in your hand?
Particularly if you're, I mean, like looking at that, I mean, even whatever the effect is, given how low everything else is.
And it's safe to throw away a 7, knowing you've got the other 7.
Yeah, yeah.
And you've got a pretty good spread elsewhere as well.
Likelihood is, I reckon, it's in that 4 that just basically isn't there.
Yeah.
We want to go through their rosters as well. So on England 3 for Dan Adams. The rest of everything else that he has there is he has Vet Rage, Decimates. We already have Gutter, already have Hemlock, already have Minx. There's O-Rage, Harry the Hatter, and Mist rounding it all out. And Anatoly for Russia is, we already see Corbelly. So there's Honor, there's Marbles, there's Brick, there's Veteran Chisel, Harmony, Mallet, and Tower. So he's left out some more of the fighty elements. Basically, Honor is the current flavour of the month, just after the errata. Very, very dangerous in a scrap now. You guys can start if you want to. Just yelling over the other side of the room. So we've got the kickoff coming from Fang Minx, going to sit next to that cover. Just protect themselves. Finks. I like Finks. Finks will work. As we have this kickoff going on, it is worth mentioning we've got some new stuff on the Steamforged website for Guild Ball this weekend.
Yes, we've got
the 2 new Alchemist boxes in resin, along with the first wave of the old New Faithful, and I've got the names mixed up. You know, the veterans.
The veterans.
Yeah, the veterans are back.
The veterans that you had to buy in that one big box are now in individual blisters.
Exactly.
Because we listened and we have acted.
All right, so let's see here. Oh, so that looks like the 5 and the 6 doesn't look too good there. I'm not sure about that.
Heck, even the 3, so the 4 doesn't look great.
Going for yeah.
It is successful. Purple's direction.
5-2 going for reroll on that.
4.
4-2 close to the no.
Seems.
Or it's going to be touching it just. Yeah, straight over to the Masons. I think what he was trying to do, he was trying to basically kick it so it was still within tapping range, but, you know, that's risky. Give it and shake, and we are off. Ball is on Wrecker. Looks like we've got a full stack there on Minx. Thanks with influence markers as well. That's cute.
Fantastic.
Boom. Jokes write themselves. Yep. Which is good, because, like, we wouldn't be able to write jokes.
No, not at all.
Mason's already fully allocated. That looks like a huge stack there on Corbelly. A decent stack on Flint as well. So Wrecker's moved forwards 2 inches. He's kicking the ball over to Mallet by the looks of it.
Yep. Just going to go down the line.
A successful kick. And clock over to the Union, nice and quick.
With 1 momentum gained.
Strong tooth forward. Oh. play going back over to the Masons. Getting a dodge with, I believe that's called Corbelli's passive.
Yes, it is, yeah. Reading the game.
Yep. Confidence onto both Hemtooth and Minxtooth.
Making space.
Counting the huge stack on both Flint and Corbelli. Got to be looking at a turn 1 goal with Flint or something, I would imagine, looking at that.
It must be. End of activation. End of turn, sorry.
Yeah, nice and safe. Well, not nice, safe. He's going to, obviously, Kickoff's going to have an activation top of it. But Corbelli dodging forwards 4, making space.
That's a mallet pass.
Mallet pass.
Successful to Corbelli.
Or maybe Corbelli's just going in now.
Yeah, so it's thinking.
Two goals out of the gate.
Be strong.
Nice quick game. We can go and get more breakfast.
Yep.
Hemlock, wandering, she's going to tag.
Go for the blind.
Yeah, or go for a blind, exactly, or a noxious blast on Corbelli. Probably blind, just make that kick a little less dangerous. Yeah, easy within range. Big feat for a team of, good feat for a team of big guys.
Yep, with confidence on, so just have that re-roll, 3 plus defense, yeah.
Even 3's not that bad.
Yeah.
Bonus timing a blind.
Bonus time the blind.
Oh no, double.
Re-rolls.
Oh, it's all okay. It's okay. It's on.
Okay.
The blind is on.
The blind is there. So that's -2 tack, -2 to kick, and -2 to move.
Ooh.
And then 2 to noxious blast.
Range
6. So
you're gonna get on both. Yeah, oh, no, just gonna get on Corbelli.
Just Corbelli, but also blocking off the straightforward path there for Granite.
2 damage, poison on Corbelli.
Onto Corbelli.
One wasted on Hemtooth, back over to Mace. Got to wonder how that blind's going to affect the goal run now, even if it's still on.
Yeah, it's Corbelli.
Yeah, if it's there, it's still. He looks like he's measuring it out.
We got the full stack.
Oh, the 8's going down. Reminding reminding the Russian team that his kick is now down to 6 inches because of the blind. That's going to be big.
Good play as well. He didn't have to remind him. He could have just let him map out the 8-inch kick, and then he'd be like, nah.
Dan's a nice guy though. Like he's much more pleasant than I am.
Yeah.
Be like, no, your kick is shorter. You fell for it.
Your sprint is shorter. Your kick is shorter. You get nothing, sir.
You get nothing. You bumped into the goal, which now has to be washed and sterilized.
So,
is it still on?
Anatoni thinking here. Making a pass, using making space to.
Or making space ahead of the kick. Yeah,
pushing forward, champ.
There we go. Ball is over to Flint.
Yeah, so the
looks like it's off. Well, unless he's got some tricks, looks like the goal run is off with Corbelli.
Yeah,
and he's just spending the 6. That blind's really big play.
Yeah. That and also it also removes any sort of like potential dodges that you'd want to hit that double dodge, making him down to tack 3. Oh, we're going for it though.
Probably just going for a charge to generate some momentum. There is a whole team. There's a veritable mouth of fang teeth there. Worth pointing out, because it's the fang tooth team as well, that ball is actually a Milktooth, a little ditty fang tooth that's been sculpted by Charlie Culver. He's done the whole team. It's
such a good team. I remember seeing the first squaddy changed up, and I fell in love with the concept.
I just want to grab them by the cheek and give it a pull. Here we go, Corbelli charging Hemlock. 4 successes. 4 and 5. That's good.
Wow, that's good.
2 damage. Okay, stop pecking away at Hemlock. That probably leaves him on about 10 health. 10 health. Well, he's just got Magical Brew, so unless he starts doing a bit more, that 2 is...
2's going to disappear.
Yeah.
So 3 influence remaining. Looking at what he can do. Obviously, he's got 1 for acrobatics to disengage and get back into relative safety.
Maybe not, though, because, I mean, Blackheart could go quite far if he wants to, and with the legendary as well, he could just go right. Corbelli's right there. Whole team's been dropped on you.
Yep.
And Minx, given how far forward Minx is without even activating, Minx has got has got run the table.
And
I think we're getting another attack coming in.
And with damaged target, he is damaged.
She's
super fast.
Pew. Dodging backwards and then going for an acrobatic.
Yep.
Yeah, even more safe.
So that's 4 momentum now to the Masons.
Dodging forwards, Granite with the character play.
Yep. With W pass.
Aha, so keeping Corbelli there, so if he is damaged, Granite wanders forwards. Okay.
Granite comes up. So yeah, I mean, it's probably not optimal for what he wanted this turn. He probably did want to go for that goal, but the blind has stopped it. So
yeah, you're making a bad situation. Yeah, maybe shouldn't have moved Corbelli forwards.
No, I think it was yeah.
Because I mean, he runs 8s, kicks 8s. Could probably pass the ball around. He probably could have scored from a little bit further back. Says the farmer player. I'm known for taking goals to end a game.
Oh,
Tee-hee. Hashtag Bants. So, prior to the stream, I had the Gilball public ask me, they wanted to know what your opinion on Fanta was, Giblin.
My opinion of Fanta is it's trash.
Ooh, controversial.
Tango is my orange carbonated drink of choice. I mean, if anyone knows me, Diet Coke's my flavor of poison. But yeah, Fanta's like, it's very low down the pecking order for me.
Fair enough. If you were to tier it, F tier.
Yeah.
Shameful.
Why?
Team Stream Civil War. Well, it was basically when I had Dave Cameron on for when we had Dave Cameron on the Royal We for Vengeance. It was
British Champs.
Oh yeah, British Champs. Sorry. Yeah, he was. We amongst other things, we ended up talking about Fanta flavors for some reason. I'm a lemon Fanta. Oh, soft drinks can go to the side. Goran, Flint may be on. I mean, 8-inch kick, 8-inch run, 4 for where'd they go? It's there. Sprinting with Flint. Sprinting with Flint Tooth. Probably worth just going through a couple of the conversions we have there. Minx by the boats, Hemlock just in front of Minx there. Benediction behind Minx. We have Strong Box up by where Flint is currently, and then Blackheart, and then right down the bottom there we have Gutter.
Yep. So, Dan, I'm saying here, this widget is from the starter set, but it is not. It's a 1-inch widget, so it can be used as a 1-inch measuring tool, but it's not a ball path. And Dan said, can you just double check the ball's path to see if it crosses any bases to get any negatives?
Because a 30 is slightly wider than 1,
ever so slightly, yeah.
Looks like we might have a negative because Blacktooth there is standing in the way. Fang Hearts. Oh, I like Fang Heart more, actually.
Yeah. Fang Heart's better.
If anyone has got any good names for this team in the chat, then do let us know on YouTube.
Yep.
Hello to Team Mill Grunt, by the way.
Players agree in there that he's not crossing any bases from the angle he's taking the shot at, so he's just going to be on his...
4 dice.
4 dice.
You going to bonus time it? Ooh.
Always. Yeah, he's not. I always bonus time.
Well, I mean, us farmers don't have many good kick stats, so I tend to bonus time as part of the course anyway. Still miss sometimes, though. Jackstraw, you've let me down. Buckwheat.
Can't decide.
Just wasting time. Just going for it. Brave.
Oh, into his dice. 2 successes.
2 successes. There we go. So that's 4 to the Masons.
Yep. So spent 1, get 1 back.
Dodging back 4.
Dodging back 4.
I would say nice and safe, but he's right in front of a whole mouth of fang teeth.
Yep. I believe the momentum scores for those tracking at home is 4 to the Masons. I missed 1.
Cool. So the fang tooth ball
and
just behind Benediction, maybe
0 to the Union currently. However, that will all change probably in the next activation.
Yeah. That Mason team is in for a world of hurt.
Yeah.
Champ's got 3, so maybe a little bit of a threat if it goes over that way, because she's just got stamina, so she might be able to grab if she really wants to, but... Nah, nice and safe behind Benediction. She's not stripping that off him.
Nope.
Hello, Luke Smith. Hello. 4 to the 3. Bumps
so
by
hits the boat and bounces back because it can't clear it.
Got to imagine Benedict's going to go and grab that now.
Yeah.
Some cheap passes due to his new trait as well.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you can just leave it there for the time being and focus elsewhere.
Yeah. I mean, like, you've got plenty of targets there. You're not exactly going to struggle to generate momentum this turn, are you?
No.
Looking at the clock as well, 41 minutes for Team Fangtooth, 38 for the Masons. So the Masons slightly behind, but not by much, and be frankly spent most of their influence now, so it's all really for the rest of this turn on the Union.
I mean, Can we see how much is on Benediction there? Is that
Benediction? Ah, it's going to be about 3 or 4, I reckon.
Yeah.
And it looks about the same on
so we're thinking
Fang Heart.
like a stand firm somewhere and a sprint, I guess.
Yeah.
Is all we're going to... Well, maybe a pass.
Well, I'm not even sure if the stand firm is needed. The only influence that is live now on the Mason side of the board really is Champ. I mean, Mallet has yet to go, but he's not doing anything this turn. There's nothing on him. So maybe leaving it is the call. Maybe maybe Blackheart goes in. Yep. Oh, we got Gutter. He's got some waste activations, so have Gutter go in.
I think we're just getting some crowd outs.
Yeah.
Or gang ups, I should say.
Yeah, and maybe get Blackheart in. Maybe try and throw a Butchery 8 or 2 out, and then just Minx go in. Well, I mean, given how early he's taken the goal, I mean, I don't think Minx is... Oh, no, I think that stack 4 is Minx. I think Bendix's already gone. Yeah. Bendix's already gone. There we go.
He's off the line, so it makes sense he's there. And Minx kicked off.
Granite's moved up. So they're going to have to contend with that. How do the Fang Teeth reply?
Guys in stream saying that it was very good play to remind Anatoni of the ball path.
I mean, I certainly wouldn't have spotted it. That's why I'm here rather than playing.
Yeah.
Currently on the Union, a nice long think.
Got a bit of time in the tank.
Not much though. Not much. Got to be careful.
No, you should be trying to this early in the game extend your lead on the clock as much as possible.
Just make some momentum. Go momentum farming.
Yeah.
It's got to be Blackheart, I reckon. Yeah, here we go. Fang Heart.
I think Gutter's position has actually scuppered a little bit of the path he wanted to walk up.
Yeah, but with the Shadow-like, you've got a little bit of flexibility around that, so it's not too bad.
Down here, just thinking away. Anatoli's checking on his teammates' games. As obviously, if you're unaware of the Guild Ball World Team Championship formats, there are 3 players to each team. And it's whoever wins the best of 3.
Exactly. Checking with Fang Minx now. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd do that just yet.
So you may not be able to tell in the middle of the pitch there where the fisherman's symbol is. There is a piece of terrain.
Cut the small bits.
Cover. Yeah.
Looks like we have Fang Minx going into
Corbelli. 3-2.
Yeah, but you've got Granite right there.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, provide additional crowd outs.
So taking the -1.
Well, additional -1 as well from closed ranks.
Yep. So it takes 2 out.
Takes another one out for cover.
Looking
for 4s and 2 because
so
defense stat.
A defensive stance. Reroll for confidence.
Reroll for confidence. Okay. 3
net
results.
3 dodge and snare. So
yeah, well, I guess Minx, as long as they're getting some damage out, they just want the snare at this point, so it's not a big deal.
No.
Then Granite's between a rock coming in play. But the dodge happening from Minx first. Maybe to get out of the way. Oh no, just going straight in. And then Granite dodging still within 2, but outside of Minx's melee range.
Yeah.
Smart.
I believe it might actually be a jog. So you take a parting blow from Minx.
Oh,
it's not a dodge.
So that's why he dodged in.
And Dan, they're saying, do you want to take a parting blow? And I'm totally going, what? Oh, yes, of course. You've dodged in. I'm in range. I'm not going to take a parting blow. I'm going to remain within your 1.
The Russian side there.
Yeah. Or a lack of ruthfulness from the English side.
Yeah, Dan's too nice. I would have been like, parting blow, take it.
But okay, you walk away. I take my parting blow.
Most importantly, as long as you get one bit of damage on them, that's a free snared.
Yeah, that's the more important bit, right?
And that Mace's team, not a whole lot of condition tech there outside of momentum, so.
No.
Two for an axe throw onto. Now this axe throw is going to be interesting because gauged by 2 other people going onto Flint, dropping down to 1 die because the crowd out hits a 6 anyway.
3
crowd
damage.
Don't matter, yeah. Don't matter if you just skill it, does it?
Yeah. We'd rather be lucky than good.
Exactly. Well, it's snared on with Corbelli and Flint, so your main output models in this list in terms of victory points, they're going to be going for your goals.
Yep.
And Minx dodging as well. So outside of Granite. Yeah, so maybe Minx was the correct play first of all to get some snares out, so then Blackheart go in. I know Blackheart hasn't got a huge stack, but I mean, it turns Flint down to a 3-1, turns
Yep.
Capelli down to a 2-2 with snared.
2-2.
Even with armor, that's not great. Champ moving up to gutter there. Got to be careful. Scything blows. So there's one thing I've learned watching the streams before I started on them.
Beware of people setting up for a big old scything blow. So momentum is 3-1 currently. Champ is coming in and punching. Gutter, however.
Gutter a 4-1. One success.
Takes a dodge.
Tackle dodge. Well, obviously can't take the tackle, but it's momentous, which is the main thing.
But the first one, I believe, did nothing.
I know that was he was asking. Russia was asking England if they wanted to do a counter attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 2 successes.
Takes another dodge. A push dodge.
Ah, push dodge. Okay. And
the
one
final
more.
attack. Oh yes, of course, the jog.
Yeah. It's a healthy momentum lead there for the Masons.
Yep, and well, he needs it because he has the weaker cards.
And that's definitely within Corbelli range as well. That ball. Got to be careful.
Another push dodge with momentum.
Yeah, just farm gutter there for momentum.
Farm gutter for momentum, and also take her away from the crowd outs on the 2 weaker models who have snare.
So Matt Doran in the chat is what is the team that Dan there is playing? Fang Heart, Strongtooth, Fang Lock, Minx. I'm not saying that Bernie name, and who is a 6th player? That is we already have Hemlock.
It's
Benediction, isn't it?
Yeah,
yes.
It is,
oh no, we already have Benediction. So it's
Fang Addiction.
What's the unity we have? We have Blackheart, Strongbox, Hemlock, Benediction, Gutter, Minx. Gutter was the other one.
Got Michael Myers in the chat. No, not that one. Sorry, David Cameron, stealing your tagline.
Oh, look at this now. With the push dodges that Champ has taken, has actually opened up that way.
Yeah, the straight line.
For Fangheart to just stroll on in. Oh, load, he coming. Oh, it looks like a charge. Defensive stance on Flint.
Charge, defensive stance for Flint.
I don't know. The Union aren't exactly going to win momentum, so I'm not sure if that was needed. No. Particularly with how low your cards are.
And for real damage from Fangheart, you're really looking for high successes.
You want a butchery first to then open up everything else. Or maybe he'll just skill it. I mean, look at all those gold dice.
I know, right?
11 dice charge coming in.
Dice.
10. Oh, next to the cover.
Yep. Oh. Snared.
Defensive stance, but of course snared don't care.
Yep. So that's a good 6 successes.
Is it too late in the turn for 6 to be good, though? Momentous 3 in a push. Okay.
So that's Flint down to 8 health.
So it's not looking. It's looking fine for the Masons. I mean, this is what happens when you play football into combat, isn't it? It's always a race of can you goal score around them just kind of evaporating the team.
Yeah.
And given Grant's position, I think she could do with being a little bit more central just to stop this from happening.
Yep. So, still got 3 influence left on Fangheart.
Really? Oh well, maybe Union might be able to equalise in the old momentum.
And is bonus timing these attacks, so has.
Obviously trying to go for a kill on Flint, maybe. Maybe if he's lucky. Knocked him out of cover. Oh, Lord. More dice from the heroic from Strongbox. No, sorry, from the passive from Strongbox as well. Loads of dice. Is that a wrap? I think that's a wrap, isn't it? Mom 5.
Mom 5. Wow. So 3 health left.
Wow.
Wow.
3 health left.
So keeping the momentum.
Okay. Ooh, that's not great. Oh, but you know, snared helps a little bit, maybe. Mom 3.
Wow.
That's a dead Flint.
That is a dead Flint. So 2 points to.
So it's 3 momentum from that kill. 1 from the result, 1 from the kill, 1 from killing in the box aura.
So we're looking at 5 there.
Go on, Fangbox. Fangbox 360. Lots of points early on.
Oh, no,
yeah,
a lot of points.
But the Union clock time has slipped below the Masons now.
It has.
But, you know, 3 minutes is recoverable. You can manage that. Particularly now you've got your team in like particularly the Union now. It's all a matter of just grabbing those last 2 teeth and chucking them in. whereas the Masons now got to work out how do I get around this blob of big boys to then grab that little boy and kick him at the goal. Like, how are you going to do that? Oh, it's not Blackheart. It's Rage.
Ah, well, that changes everything. That changes everything.
Oh, we're so bad at this.
That changes everything.
He's like, oh, Red Fury. I'm like, Blackheart hasn't got Red Fury. Of course, free charge.
I was just thinking to myself, how on earth has he scored 5 momentous damage with...
Oh,
sorry,
Lord.
Super Fighty.
Yeah. God.
Apologies, everybody.
I apologize for nothing.
So, 2 damage to Corbelli from poison.
I mean, to be frank, they are all, in our defense, they are all conversions. Right? So.
Chat are lambasting us for our mistakes, which they have every right to.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the new guy here, so like.
I mean, you collected the teams. I'm passing it on to you.
How did this dagger get in my back? That's fine, we'll just edit it in post.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it in
Ronan
post.
will sort this out.
Surprise!
Oh, it's live, he says.
Oh. But like, you edit them before they go out, right? Like.
There's minimal editing. So, looking at a 5-5 momentum score? No, 6-5.
I mean, they are definitely Masons and Union as well, right? Like yeah. We've got that right.
Yeah, we got that right.
They are playing Guild Ball, right?
It looked like a lone striker there from the Union to ensure they're going first.
Yeah, capitalise on that scrum you started. I mean, the fact that we now realise that's Rage, that scrum's even more dangerous. Won't touch the hair on the Masons side. And looks like they're giving the free poise to Granite. Not a bad call at all.
No. All right, so full stack onto
Rage.
I'm going to have to re-input the teams.
No problem, fine. Fine. We'll do it in post.
All offline, 2-player.
Couple there on Hemlock. Big stack on Gutter. Cut out there by a Lonesome. Where's the rest going to go? I haven't got too much left over if we have a full stack there on Gutter and on Rage. Got 1 on Benediction, probably for a stand firm. Couple there on Minx. Moving 1 over from Gutter over to Minx. Looks like we have about 3 on Minx there, 1 on Benediction, about 3 on Gutter, then a full stack on Rage Tooth. That is Flint coming back on from the top.
Yep.
Big stack there on Granite. 3 or so on Champ. 2 or so on Flint, probably for a sprint and a where'd they go. Couple there on Mallet, who's still on the starting line for some reason. Oh, moving some over from Granite, some from Flint. Sticking those back up onto Corbelli.
Oh, risky.
How many's he got left health-wise, Corbelli?
Well, I could have told you before I input the teams. I think, so he's taken 2 from Noxious Blast, 2 from Poison, 1, was it, from Minx, or 3 from Minx?
So he's got about 11 or so left, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Rage going. Definitely not Blackheart.
Takes
Ooh,
a legendary
play, okay. So 5-inch jog coming in from Rage, just going into that gap there. Obviously the terrain making it difficult to charge, so he's strolling in. By attacking Corbelli. Oh, Corbelli counter-attacking, okay.
Yep, spending their 1 momentum. I mean, it's not a bad shout, to be honest.
He's got a pretty low double disengage from what I remember.
Yeah. Just means to not get knocked down.
So huge dice pool coming in from Rage there. Additional dice from Friends and from the legendary play. 4 results.
Gets 4, so he takes the knockdown.
Gotta take the knockdown.
So no damage, but with snare now, that's not good.
Ooh, yeah, that's an additional dice now, isn't it? I think
it is, yeah. Which he's just added into his hand there.
Big stacks.
Wow.
I think that's 7 successes.
That's 4.
That's a wrap.
With
Oh, no, it's top end of the playbook.
Top end of the playbook. with a legendary Mon 5.
Mon 5. Ah, the famous Blackheart result.
Yep.
Corbelli not long for this world.
No.
Didn't even need the charge. That confident. Oh, and the dice from Strongbox passive as well. Just add in more dice.
Yeah.
Treat yourself. Granite moving
Granite
in.
here, making her jog. Drops 2 dice
Dropping
from
2
close
dice.
ranks. And players here just confirming defense. He's on 2.
And now confirming health. So he was on 8 health, dealt 5.
Players pausing because 13. 3 health remaining.
3 health left. Oh yeah, this is easy rage range.
Rage Heart sneezes and not Rage Heart, sorry. Veteran Rage. Veteran.
Yes. There's too many names. It's the conversions.
I need more coffee. 2 up to 3 for the takeout.
Killing Corbelli,
Kills
evening the
Corbelli,
score at
so
4-4 between
4-4.
England and Russia.
Careful. With the accent.
Oh, that was a Welsh inflection.
Oh,
Rolling the R's.
Okay. So Red Fury's here coming in from Minx onto Granite, who has poised. And I think he was outside of shelling out range.
Yeah,
so
just normal 5 dice for Minx. Minx Tooth. 2 results after armor.
2 damage.
2 damage and a sned. Dodging base to base. There
for
we
the
go.
poised.
Just to counteract any nasty,
counter-attack.
Yeah, any nasty double disengage. Although double push is quite far.
You're more
up,
looking
so.
at the knockdown, aren't you?
Yeah.
Which you then oh, it's not her activation, so it'll be 2 momentum to stand her back up. Not taking the poised.
Not taking the poise. He did declare it. Yep, there we go.
And remembers he used his poised.
Might as well, it's free. It's the best kind of anything.
6 looking against 4s and 1. Can't tell what those numbers are.
2 successes.
Trusted that you got 2 successes. That's a knockdown.
And that's going to be a mom knockdown. Okay. I mean, I think Unique will probably stand up being knocked down for a bit. It's got to make sure she activates next. Probably beyond that, just leave her.
Yeah, I mean, full health, not going down to Champ and Granite in one.
Well, given where Champ is.
Yeah. There's no 1 activation takeout on the cards for the Masons here, so she can get beaten up for a little bit, stand up and heal.
Because, you know, the Union's still got plenty of momentum on the board.
Yep.
Granite going, moving to the extent of 2. Buying an attack onto Minx. 3-1 because Minx is knocked down.
Looking for 3 successes here to get that 2 momentous damage, most likely. Gets 4. Yeah, we're going to take that 2.
2 momentous damage, okay.
Momentous damage, interesting.
Doing it again.
I mean, just for making Dan's life difficult, I think I'd take the Broken Earth.
Yeah, yeah. If it's a momentous result in the playbook, then.
Yep. And again.
Just looks like going in for damage.
Yep.
Another 2 damage momentous. Yep. And spending 1 to clear the snare.
Makes sense.
Back over to Fangtooth.
And looks like we're going over to start work on Champ here now.
Hemlock just flying over. Buying a blind on Champ. Yeah, just to lock. I mean, looking at what the infant's left on the board, that's the last huge stack. If you can get a blind on that, which he did, that's become a lot less useful 3, that.
It is. I mean, it will come back straight into play with put me back in.
Well, if she does die, I think it's mainly just going, I can save you for next turn, but I can start work on you. And now that you're blinded, you're getting even less momentum out of that stack of 3 you have there. So nullifying that as much as you can.
Yep.
Although they are Masons, so as long as they get, like, the low end of the playbook, they're not too bothered.
A hit. The sensible team.
Very good, very good.
Very good. No, no, that's too much. Too much. 4 damage. Get out of here.
Quite enough of that. Yeah. What are the Masons going to do now? I think the balance of the game is shifting ever so slightly towards Fangtooth at this point.
Oh, I'd say the needle's fully in.
Yeah.
Into Fangtooth territory.
Champ going in. Nothing. Twice.
3 times a lady.
Nothing. 4th one. One result.
Momentum with a dodge. Will he take it or will he do something with it?
Looks like dodging away. How about that for value? 4 influence spent, 1 momentum. Beautiful.
Yep. You got all of that conversion rate.
Strongbox moving up just to get that aura into a slightly more practical position.
Dear. Good play from Dan here. Kept the ball, left it back there. I mean, Benny might pick it up this turn just to
no rush,
lock it onto him. But yeah, there's
slowly trundle up the board, maybe popping a goal to a win. Oh, defensive stance on Minx. Of course, Mallet hit him 3 inches away due to his extended reach.
I think that's on a veteran rage.
A veteran rage. Okay, okay. Yeah, probably farming for a knockdown or something.
Yeah.
4-0, so no, I think Minx. That's got to be
Minx.
Yeah.
2
2 momentous damage onto Minx.
Minx have 6 left, and an additional 3 from the 2 damage.
And knocking them away as well. I mean, it puts Minx in a slightly bad position, but there's no one there to kind of...
No. Well, Corbelli could come in.
Oh, sorry, that's
flying
Flint.
in.
Where is Corbella, actually? Because he was killed...
He was taken out at the top of the turn.
There we go. There
That's
we
what
go.
I'm thinking of. Yeah, I mean, Flint, you know, classic classic killer.
He's got damage.
He's got 1-on-1. That's good enough.
How embarrassing would that be?
I know. Killed by Flint.
In the World Champs as well.
On stream.
Yikes.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I mean, imagine getting a model wrong as commentators.
I know, right? It's game 1.
And they're converted.
Yeah. Game 1, they're converted. The screen's small. What other excuses have we used in the past?
What did you guys always say? What, like top tier Guildball, low tier commentary? Is that it?
Yeah. Top tier play, low tier commentary.
Parting blow gutter from Champ there.
Because it's just going to laugh as Champ rolls 5 dice.
That blind though. Nothing.
Does nothing.
At least she's consistent, even if it is consistently bad.
Yeah.
Attacking Champ from 2 inches away, because why not?
Yep, this is Gutter. 3-1 for anatomical. Not great.
Single push, dragging them in.
Did he say 3-1? Yeah, 3-1. Yeah.
Yeah. Champ being a Mason, 2 armor normally, and top from Gutter. Deals with that.
Just pushing. The gang up on the legendary.
Can really come into play. Loads of dice.
Ooh.
Not if you roll like that. Oh, momentous 3. Still good though.
Momentous 3 on Champ.
How healthy is she looking?
I think that was the first time she's actually been damaged. The rest of it's just been generation of
fair.
some sort.
Last attack here from Gutter.
Oh.
Ooh, big roll.
Spicy. No scything blow.
But your own models are right there.
I know. Deciding what to do with it all.
Deciding what to do with it.
Oh. I mean, see, the thing is the knockdown's available, and that's the, I guess, the decision point there. You're like, do I take this knockdown to make next turn really easy, or do I take the damage with my legendary?
Well, I'd probably go the damage at this point. I mean, you still have Minx there. You can want to spend 1 moment to stand at Minx, just so you can then use Minx's inf. And I think the Union team's at the point where as soon as they can kind of solidify their hold of that ball, they want to grab hold of that advantage and keep hold of it, particularly given their cards.
Yep.
Thinking, what's he going to go for? Just do the knocking
Takes the
down.
Look at that. I've still got it.
I spent 2 to heal 4 on Minx. There we go.
Yep.
That's the Flint kill. That's off the board.
Damn it. So the Union have 2 after all that. Masons, by my count, on 4.
Wrecker coming in. Just rolling over the terrain.
No kills for me. Take that 6 off.
Ronan.
Ronan's giving me jip from the side here.
Minx attacking Wrecker. 2-3.
Oh, Wrecker got in there.
Saddest Minx, what a lad. Saddest Minx activation ever.
Well, you say that.
1 damage dodged and snared. Value town. Destination.
And
Minx.
a momentum for 3 for the Union.
Where is Minx going next? That's what we're all asking. That's what we're all asking.
We dodge away, and we. I don't know.
Jump back, maybe grab the ball.
Yeah.
Two additional dice now. One from being snared, dropping Wrecker's defense below 2. Another one from the box.
But remembering the box.
Yeah, remembering the box. 2
That
damage
takes
onto Wrecker.
2 damage onto Wrecker. Wrecker down to 6 health left.
Wrecker.
Another momentum.
Taking a jog into... Where are we going?
Trying to find somewhere not engaged by Granite, but cannot do it.
Granite is inevitable. Going into a Mallet by the looks of it. Oh, made a huge error going into Mallet whilst he's in cover and crowded up by Granite. So that's not going to be, well.
It's fine, watch this.
3 and 2, nothing.
So close.
We were so confident in you, Jamie. You
know.
foresaw the momentum.
I know.
And then Minx jumping backwards back to the shadows.
Yep. And momentum score still 4-3 to the Masons. However, Union with their much stronger cards. However, Mason does have the Masons do have the +6, which is higher than any remaining Union card.
That is true. Union have already used their lone striker, so the highest cards they have left over are 5. So maybe it's a little bit more equal card reason than we thought. So Flint coming out nice and wide. Got to imagine Bendix going to grab that ball now.
Has to put pressure on that ball.
Don't let this happen, Dan.
Only Benediction left for the...
Only Benediction.
Yep, only.
Just quick clarification, but it's like... Checking what health Champ is left on. 14 health.
I'll make it 13, but I'll just...
Oh, 2 up to 3. Oh, so what's the... We were correct. We were right about something!
Don't question yourself, Giblin. Trust that you got it right.
So powerful! I'm also extraordinarily humble. So YouTube isn't quite loading on my old laptop chat, so if I'm not replying, that's why.
Yep. We can't see what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm sure it's very insightful.
And not at all hurtful. It's Benny there, picking the ball up.
Is the rage goal on? Kick it to Rage!
Oh, yes.
Free pass to Rage. Oh, no, I don't think it's free. I think he's paying for it. How does that new trait work?
Once per turn, when a friendly model within this aura makes a pass, it can be passed without spending influence. He's not made any of the passes, so he's making a free pass.
Okay.
Not
bonus timing. Gets it anyway.
Nails it.
Benediction. He was rolling 3 dice. It's Benediction, 3 dice. Oh. Oh, bonus time. There we go.
Takes a bonus time. Says,
anyway,
oh, sorry.
Dodging Rage Heart 4 over. Looks like just to get Rage into position to make Champ into Chump.
Oh. Yeah. Chump is fish food.
Chum.
Damn it, so close.
Turn Champ into Chump.
Yep.
first try.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
All right, 4-2 the score on momentum to the Masons.
Yeah.
Does it matter?
Maybe. Oh, it looks like he's measuring out. Corbelli sliding back in. Corbelli sliding into the side of the pitch. Well, centre of the pitch. Classic. That new captain has been out for all of a few months. Classic.
Yep, classic move. Classic Corbelli.
Classic Corbelli.
I mean, it's still the way the pitch is set up, even with Corbelli going in, stripping the ball, there's not...
That's another kill, though, isn't it? Like, if he comes into that kind of like trio of Fangtooths that are right there.
Yeah.
So I think that's Hemlock, Gutter, and Rage.
Yeah. That's death.
That's dead Champ, dead Corbelli.
Yeah.
So it means if you do go for the goal, you'll be even. Grudge match for the Masons.
Yep, so definitely taking the win here. And... looks like dig deep. Singled outs go on, everybody.
So where are we going to put our singled outs to? Obviously, Masons doing theirs first.
Yep.
Single out going on to Minx for the Masons.
Yep.
Where it's going for Union.
guess you're looking at a potential mallet takeout there.
Yeah, looks like it's going to mallet.
Well, mallet going to try and take out Minx and going to get taken out in response.
Mutual your destruction.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what everyone loves.
He obviously doesn't need it on Champ because that's a foregone conclusion at this point.
Yeah.
Champ into Chum.
Chum.
Mason's, of course, getting another inf now, given their goal from last turn.
Juicy goal imp.
Juicy goal inf. Well, it was first turn, wasn't it? That many years ago when they were actually playing Black Hearts. Corbelli's sliding on by the little fish tower that we have there. Very nice train on the sport, actually. Probably my favourite pitch as well. You know, with a nice little beach. Let's go down to the beach and play a game of combat football.
Yep.
Full stack on
Beach
Corbelli.
football.
Beach football.
As a Liverpool fan, I have a horrific memory of beach balls.
Why is that? I'm not much of a football person. That's the live action game that's based off of Guild Ball, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah. With non-combat though. Basically, fans threw beach balls onto a Liverpool match, and I can't remember who we were against right now. But shot came in, hit the beach ball, and our keeper at the time dived after the beach ball rather than the actual ball, and they scored. And we all hate beach balls because of it.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, thanks.
Thoughts and prayers. 6 on Corbelli. 1 on Champ. 2 on Champ. That's brave.
Well, the thing is, Champ will get taken out and just come back, right?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
And you don't get VPs for the first time, so it's kind of a wasted kill until she's activated.
And it looks like we have 1 on Flints and then a few there on Mallet and Granite in the middle.
I mean, the only benefit to taking Champ out is you move her position.
Full stack there on Rage, but looks at it, and a couple on Hemlock, couple on Gutter. 2 there on Minx. 2 on Minx? 1 wavering between Benediction and Strongbox.
Apologies, I think I misspoke earlier. You do get the VPs when you take her out. She just doesn't lose the influence.
Yeah, it looks like we have 1 on Benediction there as well. Yeah. And looking at the clock lead, 28 minutes for the Masons, 21 for the Union.
The thing is, if the Masons can squeeze a goal out this turn, by hook or by crook, the pressure is really on.
Because then,
like, Dan, because
yeah, exactly.
He's in that horrible kill ball position where you're like, God, I can't use the ball properly.
I've got to be careful.
I have to be careful all the time.
He's quite far in the centre of the pitch, so hiding it's going to be difficult. Your best bet there would basically be to hide it on Strongbox and cluster your team around him. But as long as Corbelli can keep hold of that legendary, he doesn't care. Corbelli sliding into Hemlock. Oh, no, into Rage, of course, because Rage has the ball. Yeah. Clock's gone over to Dan, so we can have a think about whether he wants a defensive stance.
Dan here, doing the decision tree map in his head. He's like, if you do this,
no
then
response.
I do this.
9 dice on Corbelli, 4-1 for Rage. Day in the office.
Oh,
3 results.
3 results.
That's a tackle.
Just takes his regular tackle.
Then momentous tackle on 1.
Spending 2 momentum to stand up, Champ.
Where did he? Nah, I think he's just thinking, planning for the future. He's only got 1 at the moment.
Right.
Attacking again onto Rage.
Nothing.
That's
where it gets difficult. 4-1 with 5 dice. I've never liked this attack.
Yeah, it's rough, isn't it? Particularly when you're playing football. I find football, the game either goes really well or it's because everything is, I need this to happen so then this can happen.
Yeah.
If one of those steps goes wrong, it's all Pete Tong, yeah. Another point of momentum.
Gets the dodge.
Has he got the range to get to that goal, though?
So what we're looking at here is a stand-up dummy pass.
Yeah, probably. You'd hope so.
Disengage for 4-inch disengage. Pass to make space. It have to be a different target. Before choosing a target, yeah.
Okay.
So, we can get 8 inches of distance here on to Champ.
So Champ's going to go for the goal. But then at that point, you've given them Corbelli. And in fact, the unit at that point could wait to kill Corbelli. They're in no rush. Granite's miles away, so she's not protecting either. And Champ is not that healthy and she'd still probably be grabbed if the Union proactive. I mean, the Union only have 1 activation to go and grab Champ, so she's probably the one you go after. But you do have Corbelli to get at your leisure. It's going to be very interesting to see how this both pans out and how the Union respond.
Yep. Interesting. Champ sitting pretty on 13 health.
Clock's currently still on Dan as well, looking at it.
Yeah.
And yet this
he forgot to click it back over.
Maybe.
And here's where we get to say the thing that we always say. We are not judges. We are here just commentating on the game. So if there are things going wrong, we will not intervene.
Let me go over. Let me go.
Restrained by
I mean, I've just been put in the corner, but yes, we would be restrained by Ronan. Like, he's the adult here.
Yeah. He didn't seem happy with that comment. So, stutter up. Go for the attack, though. So it doesn't look like dummy pass.
Ooh, risky business. Got to be hitting a hemlock as well, maybe. Tackle dodge. I'll push dodge on rage. Still hitting rage then. Champ must have been inside veteran rage's melee range then.
Okay, so declaring the pass and letting Champ dodge 4 inches from making space becomes more efficient, gains more momentum.
She dodged really far though. Like, was that only 4?
I wasn't going to say anything, but on that push dodge, I don't think he measured his 1-inch dodge away with Kobeli because he seemed to fly away from the ball.
His motion's been a little bit sloppy. Like, that is a... I mean, the initial 4 was huge. Unless he was also doing it with the trait as well.
Oh yes, sorry, that was the make space, was the 4-inch dodge there. Passed and took the pass and go.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay. But what he did was he placed her down first rather than kicking and then...
Yeah, well, you declare your pass.
Yeah.
Someone gets to move 4 inches. Then you make your pass.
Yeah, it wasn't so much the Kobeli bit. It was kind of the... it was the pass and move section. I was like,
Okay, right, yeah.
Oh, well, as long as the players are happy with it, again.
And we do have a slight skew on the camera, so things this end look a lot bigger than they do at the other end. So that could be throwing it off for us.
And as evident from us being unable to tell models apart, we are dreadful.
Yeah, we're just awful players.
Yeah.
So Dan now, knowing a goal's coming at some point.
Champ knife, well, not relatively safe there unless you just want to take someone away from the...
Yeah.
Oh, Kobeli going into gutter.
There we go. We're gonna look
other
at
way
the
around.
chain
Other
grab.
way around. Yeah. Ah, that's what he's got the 6 down. Okay, makes sense. Get over here.
Yeah. Chain grab on 3.
It might be doable.
4 for the charge.
Anatomical helps.
Yep. Looking for straight 4s, right? Straight 3s?
3s and 1. He's 2 armor.
3s and 1.
Yeah.
And he's got it there.
Yeah. 1 armor. Ooh.
Oh, everything hits. That's
Hot
a wrap.
fire.
Knockdown chain grab.
Value town, population, union, and Champ's back in. Just outside of 1, just so she can't counter-attack.
Yeah. She is in cover, though, now, but...
That's fine. You don't mind at this point. You just want to stop that goal from happening.
That's fine.
Excellent play there from the union. What's she going to do next?
Surely you hit Kobeli hoping for that side. No, he can't hit the side, and he's still got 1 armor on him. No, he can hit it.
Yeah, just skill the roll.
Yeah.
Attacking Kobeli.
Just 5.
4 results. Momentous 2.
Momentous 2. We must be hitting Kobeli here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
hitting
so that
Champ.
was Kobeli.
4 dice because she's in cover down to 3-1 because anatomical. 3 successes. What's that going to be?
Momentous knockdown. Non-momentous knockdown, sorry. Let the ball scatter. Can't decide. Oh.
2 hits on the Champ. Looks like it got moved away. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So that influence there just got put back on her was taken off in error earlier, and both players agreed she had 2 on her. Momentous 2 onto Champ. So Champ down to 11 health.
Obviously setting up for some raging later on.
Champ's pretty locked in there.
Yeah, she's not getting away too easily. Not without risking a parting blow.
I mean, she has hold the ball, which doesn't really help at this point because,
it's going to be damage. It's going to, it's got to be knocked down. You probably fishing for.
You could. I think that's what he's doing here. Check your jog to the extremity of 1 inch. Hit. Hope for the double dodge. Sorry, the push dodge to disengage yourselves. Jog over into range and shoot.
That's what you got to do though in situations such as this, because I don't think the mace is going to be winning the scrum.
No, I think that's what we're going for.
That's a stamina walk by the looks of it. It's going for an attack.
By attack with a bonus time as well, because he gets the momentum back and he's
4s and 1 on gutter.
3 is enough to do
3 net results. Push dodge. There we go.
There it is. Wastes the counter-attack.
Excellent counterplay there from Russia. Going for a jog.
Takes a jog.
Stamina really relevant there. Not bad.
And shot on goal.
Shot from Champ on goal.
Staying at the maximum 6 because he can't get in tapping range.
Yeah, so why bother? Might as well.
3
no
dice.
Bonus time. 3 dice should be fine. Yeah,
Scores
that's a goal.
8-4.
Mason's up to 4. Sorry, Mason's up to 8 actually, isn't it? Where's that ball going to go out now?
You kick it back into that area because there's nothing left there.
Crucially for the Masons now as well. I mean, Corbelli's already gone, but that legendary's still there. So that third goal still perfectly live.
And you know, surviving into turn 3, if no one picks that ball up, which is not and Corbelli runs up the side, sprint, free ball. I'll have that. Thank you very much.
That's Corbelli range, easy that.
Yeah. Can
the Union deal with Corbelli before that happens, though?
And if Flint can just get into tapping range, then
snapshot maybe.
Yeah. So, So what I think we see this turn is Flint sprinting up or jog where they go, whichever's better. I can't think off the top of my head. To get as close to it as possible. Corbelli comes on, jogs up with his return to pitch, sprint, legendary free ball. Hopefully Flint is in range after making space to take the pass and then bang the goal in.
Fingers crossed. Benediction going into Champ. Looks like 3 successes after armor. Double push, bringing it back into vet range rage.
Yep. And Mentus double push, I believe, as well. Union get their influence stack taller. I mean, the problem for the Masons is, though, now they've used their 6, they're down to a 4, a 1, and a 1.
Yeah, but...
Whilst Dan still has 5, 4, 3.
But they are at 8.
They are.
With the legendary. If they didn't have the legendary, it would still be like, you know, it'd be a lot more favourable in terms of the Union, but like games on a knife edge at this point. We said a turn ago it was very much in Union's favour, and I think it's going ever so slightly back into the middle.
Yeah, I'd say it's in the middle now. But I'll see after this activation with the singled out Granite. So Granite attacking singled out Minx.
Ugh.
4 hits from Granite there.
Minx wasn't on much last I saw. Knockdown on Minx.
Takes the knockdown. So Minx has not a lot of health remaining from what I've seen.
Momentous 2 damage.
Now, by my count, that's 2 health left, but I think I might have tracked this wrong. Because by his card, Minx is looking pretty healthy. There might have been a heal that I missed. Looks like Minx has 8 health remaining.
Sure.
And that's saying, what is the chance that Mallet does 8 damage on the charge to a crowded out knockdown Minx?
I mean, everything's 50-50, isn't it?
It is.
Either happens.
Happens or it doesn't.
Yep, that's true. It's true, true fact.
But let's actually think about it.
Boring.
Boring.
Well, he's getting 2 from the forceful blow, isn't he?
Yeah, so that's, the requirement's down to 6, so we need...
wrapping to the 2.
So 7 after armor hits with 10 dice against a 3-1.
Not bad.
It's not, well, it'll probably be 11 dice because you bonus time it because you're going all in.
Yeah, you want to be absolutely sure. And you get the singled out as well, and the charge.
Yeah. Oh, the singled out.
Might be quite
7, 11, 12, 13. Looking for some.
And of course, if he gets the kill here, it isn't just 2 victory points of him taking him to 10. It's also going to be 3 influence off the board for the Union as well. Minx standing up.
Minx taking it. Minx stands up. And probably just going to look for generate momentum and heal.
Yeah, and then jump backwards or back to the shadows.
Yep.
Like maybe behind Strongbox or something.
It's probably not optimal, but it's what you want to do to keep the game secure.
3 damage on onto Granite from the axe throw with a snared.
Oh. Have that.
Catch this. It's an axe.
Catch it with your face.
Mark target
Mallet. For hits it.
Hits. Yeah, I'll probably hit.
1 dice, no bonus time, whatever. I'll just do it.
I mean, Masons are basic character play sponges, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah. Wheeling back. Snuck in between Strongbox and Benediction there.
Before the clock turns over, heals for 4. So on 12 health, And the kill is, I'd say, off the turn.
I think
off the
that's
table
safe.
this turn. And hidden by the big base. Players here just checking the laser line to see if Mallet can even see.
That's the benefit of Strongbox being on a 40. Get Minx in the right spot behind.
Yep.
Nice and safe.
Invisible. Massive tortoise.
Can't see me. Do, 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 do. Back over to the Masons. What are you going to do,
Look
Masons?
at that clock time. Anatoly has all the time in the world to plan out his goal run in turn 3 and how to survive this turn.
Which is exactly what he wants.
So Corbelli.
But I mean, the Union do have a couple of kills hanging around there. So
here's the interesting thing, in my opinion.
Go on.
So Corbelli, where he is, you don't want to kill him because you don't want him to come back on and have free reign of the board. You don't want to leave him alive there
because he could just yank the ball.
Because he just yanks the ball and could probably go score himself. If you send Rage over there, Rage is away from the rest of the Masons.
And the Masons very correctly moving further away from Corbelli to force the Union to split their forces.
Yep. So either Rage goes after the other guys where there's multiple kills on the table, or he accepts, which he seems to be doing, that he's going to try and go for Corbelli and Champ to get himself to 8.
And then see what he can do from there.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, with the ball being over there, if the Union can position themselves correctly, that's still the Masons will have to commit at some point.
Yep.
But given that clock lead, his activations are going to have to be razor whip quick.
And we all know Veteran Rage activations are really, 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 really quick, right?
You're lying.
I'm lying.
You're telling a fib.
I'm fibbing.
It's all right through you.
As I'm sure Alex and I have said a million times, just gathering your dice and checking that you've got the right amount can take such a damn long time.
I have 7. I'm then charging. I have this many crowd outs. I have the box. I have the heroic. I have the...
And this, and this, and this, and this. And oh, God, I've not got enough dice. And then deciphering your results.
Ooh, Veteran Rage, Furious charging Corbelli. Asking for any reaction. Probably not. You're on the floor.
Keep your momentum in the bank for the Masons there.
Dan noting he hasn't got much time left. That is correct. 7 dice to charging,
I mean,
+4 from charging, +1 for a friend. That's more than I have in real life. And
2 off
2
for
for
armor, hits
armor.
everything else.
Ooh.
I mean,
See his knockdown, making him a 2-2.
by my count, has 6 health remaining.
Momentous concussion, Momentous 1, just farming him for momentum. Just clarifying that Dan's only doing 1 damage and then taking a concussion just for the purpose of Mom.
Needs to farm that momentum. He needs to win turn 2. Win turn 3, sorry.
1 imp to quick time gutter in. Ooh. Red Fury and gutter.
Okay.
Okay.
Does he not want to pop the heroic first?
I wonder if he's going to try and go for the chain grab on Champ to drag them in.
Keep them all.
Then kill them both at the top of the turn or something.
I like it.
I knew I had faith in you, Dan. Nice one. Nice one.
If he's doing that.
Momentous chain grab. Come over here, Champ. Second time this game.
5 health left on Corbelli. And 11 left on Champ is what I'm seeing.
Maybe get Corbelli down a little bit more than just keep putting attacks into Champ, maybe.
Yeah.
Heroic
onto Gutter.
For more damage.
Into dice, a precious dice.
Precious.
Oh,
Ooh, one miss, 1 for
Scything.
armor. Scything blow!
Corbelli on 2, Champ on 8. And 3 onto Vet Rage as well.
He's not too happy about that.
No. His anger's not rising, though. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, Gutter, I'll let you off. You're doing...
Acceptable.
6 left on Champ is the call there. So, can
Red
Red
Fury
Fury
and
get
Gutter
it into
into
Champ, try and bring her down to the 3 so we can do it next turn.
2 successes, 1 inch push, Champ. Just there a little bit just to get momentum.
And maybe, I'd be a bit cleaner there, but I'd try and push to make sure we got the crowd out coming in from...
just to be sure.
I mean, to be fair, actually, Hemlock could just walk forwards and do it.
She has yet to go. Maybe it's a Hemlock kill. Maybe the Hemlock kill is the play.
Can you imagine? Big sprint from Flint there to get close to goal.
Hemlock going.
Burglarville for the win. Ooh, I'll have that.
It's 5 dice because of a friend and the box. 1 success.
1 success. 1 damage. Let's start Death by 1,000 Cuts. Nothing on that one. And that's Hemlock done. That was not enough. I think I'd have gone for the Noxious Blast Poison.
And then does where's the poison then take them at the end of the turn?
It would have dropped them down to 2, so they're both on 2 health. Walk forwards to get the crowd out, and then throw the poison on the other side, so you're not hitting any of your own players.
I think we have about 5 momentum there on Union, 3 on the Masons, so you have to imagine the Union hopefully just squidge it. Fingers crossed. Dan's saying his scatter was bad. I'm not even sure if the scatter was in the right spot. I mean, admittedly, Flint was over there, but...
He only had 1 influence.
If Flint wants to come into that team, admittedly, Flint can maybe do something next turn, but he's coming to a full wall of Masons.
Fang Teeth.
Yeah. It's first thing in the morning, mate.
It's first thing in the morning. It's first stream of the day. It's a small screen. Players there commenting how different it is playing on stream, knowing that everybody at this event's going to come back and watch these games, and that everyone at home is watching these games.
Oh, I mean, I've definitely done it. Like the first time I did Rich Keeling's Don't Touch the Beards, I watched that a million times. Like, I've played things wrong here.
You only ever notice your mistakes when you watch your games back. And then you go, why did I do that?
Looks like Union going first. Fat stack on Gutter.
Yeah. 4 rage for Red Furies, because he can hit 1, get momentum, do the heroic.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe, yeah. I think kind of leveling them down to a couple of health left and then comes probably the right play.
Yeah.
So then allows you maybe some time to either grab hold of the ball again, or maybe at that point you're at 8. Maybe you do go for a risky strong box goal or something, which is of course not on, but we can dream.
We can dream. We can but dream.
A couple there on Minx. 1 more. Where are you going to put that to? 1 on Hemlock. Maybe to go and grab that ball.
So I missed the cards. It looks like...
You've got better eyes than me if you can guess those from here.
It looks like 4 words, so get back in there for the Masons. And keep your chin up. Maybe not keep your chin up. Get back in there. Okay.
Oh, we're going to have Ronan go and look. Looks like we have a full stack there on Flint. Couple on Corbelli.
Yep.
I mean, I guess it's worthwhile to force the issue just in case, but he's basically dead, isn't he?
Yeah.
Granite's got a nice big stack. And so we have get back in there for the Union by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Oh, back in the game.
Get back in the game.
Basically, he was trying to, through a series of complicated charades, and for the second time today, we have gotten it wrong.
That's 2.
At least we're consistent. 2 there on Mallet. Couple on Flint. Looks like he's taken those off Corbelli. I mean, yeah, where'd you put your influence this turn? Because, like, Champ's dead, Corbelli's dead. Whatever you have on the board is, like, not going to be that impactful. Like, I guess you maybe stack up Flint. He's not getting that ball.
Oh, even...
Maybe. It's tight.
Very tight.
Squeaking it.
Yeah. And even if he does get it, he's nowhere near the goal.
Yeah.
Not with an 8-inch kick.
But, you know, Masons take as long as they want planning here. They have 22 minutes. The Union 7.
Well, see, this is the thing. I think as Anatoni right now, it's not the cleanest way to win, but if you can win by clock out at the Guild Ball World Team Championship.
We'll take that. We take those. Anything for that W.
No. Green arrows all round. Oh, go for the knees.
Go for these. I got to imagine that's on Gutter.
Yeah.
In fact, I can see a token right there. I think they just go for the knees on Gutter, yeah. Ooh, so attack 6 Gutter base, I think. Just attack 5 normally, I think. Ugh.
I think we'll see it getting very quickly to be 8-8 here.
Rage is going.
Yeah, I thought we'd go for the Rage.
Red Fury on Gutter. 7 dice on Corbelli between the plot card and Rage crowding out. Mon one siding blow
for the takeout. And Rage.
Another 3 on Rage.
Rage is not happy with how this is going. Champ.
So it's a dead Corbelli and 1 left on Champ. So that is England, the Union, going up to 6 points, I believe.
Yep. And there goes the legendary and a big old stack of influence.
Yeah. And most crucially, that goal is probably much more safe than it was a moment or 2 ago.
Yep. By my count, Champ has 2, but I think 1 and 2 is irrelevant.
Yeah. Heroic on Gutter. Red Fury onto Gutter, onto Champ.
7 dice, +1 damage. One armor off.
Momentous
Takes Momentous 3 for a takeout on Champ.
That's a dead Champ.
That
8
is
points for
8-8.
England. Leveling it. Two more left, and charge on Rage. Most importantly, what on earth are you going to do with it?
It's difficult at this point because, I mean, Dan has played this correctly. He's brought his team over to where the ball is. You know, the Masons have to come to that wall of Fang Teeth.
Mouth of Fang Teeth.
Mouth of Fang Teeth, sorry, that's the correct collective.
A
mouth.
Spending 1 to sprint. They're back to the rest of them. And then a quick time on Hemlock for a 2-inch dodge towards that ball. So Hemlock's obviously on ball collection duty this turn.
Yep. You could jog over that, but you could sprint and then get Benediction's free pass if you want.
Good feat for a big Hemlock.
Yep.
Oh, Flynn out by a hair.
Gutted.
Out by a Fangtooth.
Out by a tooth.
Yeah, what do you do as Masons now? Because you're 2 activations down as well.
Go the really long way with Flint behind the goal.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
out of charge range.
I mean, with everyone else, I just park them near that boat. Just don't commit to that team. Don't commit to that mouth.
Do not go in.
Because then at that point, they don't even need to get the ball. I mean, it doesn't take too long to get through Mallet. Grant, it's a bit more of an ask, but
yeah. No, I think you're right. I think you walk everybody away. Don't go near them. Wait for Billy to come back on because you have to deal with that ball.
Scoop that ball up.
Yeah, and hoof it to Flint. I mean, maybe even with Flint, save his activation to last. You see where the Union end up, but
thing is, even with that, they're still going to get an activation on top of you.
Yes, because you've taken out 2.
I think we've got a death stance on Minx. Mallet coming in for a charge.
Five
5-1 with death stance. Nice.
1 hit after armor.
Singled out. Okay.
Singled out, but that's the charge gun. That's no bonus damage.
Still a push though.
Wait, hold on.
Sure. Might be a successful attack. We have Hemlock going here.
Yes.
Jogging towards the ball. Jogging around. Kicking it to
2 on Minx.
To Futter.
Careful.
Careful. Steady on now. Makes it. There we go. Gutter's dodging 4.
Got a goal.
Is it on? What's she? She's kick range of 6.
6 and 8-inch sprint.
From there, maybe it's either just in or out by a hair.
50-50.
Like everything. And crucially as well, I think I'm not sure how much momentum the Union have. I think they currently only have 1. Oh, Wrecker going in the way.
2 less.
2 less because I think he's snared. Clutch snared. And given where the ball is, you can leave, and given the activation advantage, Union can leave that until you've gotten a bit more momentum and everything's absolutely safe.
Yep. Yeah, you don't need to go miss a pass.
Yeah.
Miss a shot. Oh, could you imagine a missed shot now? Oh.
But miss isn't on the field.
Hey.
Hey. And with Benediction, looks like going into Flint. Oh yeah, Flint's not, well, he can get away now, but
yeah,
he's getting away from Benediction as opposed to getting towards that ball.
So
a little bit of damage on Flint.
Dan covered his dice there just because Anatoni was thinking about making a reaction. 4 minutes left. This goal has to go in.
Actually, sorry, that's not Benediction, that's Flint.
Yep.
Sorry, that's Minx. Hence the dodges. And back to the shadows away. Nice source of some easy momentum. Dodging back behind the by the goal there.
And
the Mace team peeling their way towards Gutter, but is it too little, too late? Oh, the Sned, forgetting the Sned once more. Spending 1 momentum to clear the Sned.
Just clearing it.
Yeah. Just outside of Gutter. Putting up rough ground, but miles away. Well, not miles away, just out.
Interesting.
Fang box moving up to the centre.
Just getting these quick activations done, trying to take us like a second on them.
Flint left for the Masons. That's a even with a snare. That's where they go. Oh, just moving by the cover.
Interesting.
Okay.
I'd have pulled myself back as far as possible to try and get the ball up to him for a.
That's still easily within
no,
links range, I reckon.
If he scores, it's over.
Yeah.
But for a
backup.
Yeah. Get as far back as possible so the Corbelli can run on, collect a loose ball, and just boot it to you.
Mm.
So here's Dan planning out the gutter activation. He says, I can't do a damage because I can't accidentally do damage.
To Wrecker.
Because Granite will move up and engage me, and it will be awful.
Very bad. Bad news bears there.
And I guess the big question now is he within range? Spending 1 to glide in case he does clip through the easy range.
Yeah, that's good.
Not quite tapping.
But you take what you can.
Oh yeah, if you can win the game with a shot. Just not quite. Not in. Called it. Laser eyes. That's what they call
Giblin, what your eagle eyes see?
Oh, a millimetre out.
I think that's just out.
Just out of tapping.
Shot on goal bonus time.
Oh,
we can have it.
1-1-1-4.
And it's on the 1 dice. So the game ends with an England victory for the Union. 12 points to Masons in Russia, 8.
Wow, close game.
Yeah, that was very close.
Ultimately, that came down to the amazing play from Dan and the amazing setup to kill Corbellian Champ, the only threats on the ball.
With the rest of the Masons being over on the other side.
Yeah.
His initial kind of turn 1 was quite good, throwing all those fang teeth in there. So it's like, even if you are going to get your goal, whoever's anywhere near me, they're dead.
Yeah.
Either this turn or the next.
Yeah.
I guess we'll be back shortly with the next game.
Yes, yeah. We don't know who we're getting yet, obviously. The rounds aren't finished. But we will be back on YouTube after lunch, I believe.
Yeah, after lunch. And don't forget, do check out the Steamforged Games website for those new Resin Alchemist boxes and the re-release Veterans.
Yep. Thank you very much, guys. We will catch you again in a few hours.
Ciao, ciao.